Okay, now this is how we got the search terms. Another issue that you might have noticed is that for some of the search terms, you can see there is a asterisk after it, right? What does this mean? So this symbol is actually used to, it can be used to represent any characters. Now, for example, analyze plus the asterisk, this one covers all words starting with analyze, okay? For example, analyze, okay, ZE, analyze, SE, analysis, and analysis, the plural form, right? As well as the meaningless analyze itself. So basically, any terms starting with these 5 letters will be identified by using analyze plus asterisk. Okay, so this is what it means. Now, so far, I think you have, I have given an introduction about how do we determine which components to be covered and how do we identify the terms, and also some special issue in the search term, for example, the asterisk, right? Now we can actually start to implement the search in the database. Okay, how to do the search step by step. Now, step 1, let's say that the first search is actually to search using this term, non-small cell lung cancer, right? So how to do it? You go to the advanced search page in PubMed. So here you choose all fields. By default, it's all fields. And then you enter non-small cell lung cancer here, okay? Enter this term and click add. So this will go to the box, query box. And then you click the search button here, and you can do the search, okay? So like I mentioned earlier, there are many fields that can be searched. So in addition to all fields, you can also search title, abstract, keywords, etc. Okay, depending on the scope of your systematic review and whether you want to make your search really wide or really narrow. Okay, and this is sometimes related to the resources you have, how much time you have for doing the systematic review. Okay, but in my experience, the minimum requirement is that at least you should search title and abstract. Okay, you cannot search title alone or keywords alone. That's not acceptable, and you will be rejected. Okay, at least title, abstract, and the recommended way is to search all fields. Okay, all fields here. So you do the search, and you will get the results. This is the so you can see there are more than 100,000 results here, right, containing this term. And now you click this advanced button, you can go back to the search history. Okay, and you can see this is what we have done so far, right? The search number 1, and then similarly you can do the search for the number 2 and number 3. You just enter these terms into the search box and click search. And now I would like to explain a little bit for the 4th one. But in my original research, search is number 5. But anyway, the number doesn't matter. Okay, so this 4th search is about mesh. Okay, mesh term search. So you can see it looks slightly different than these terms, right? First, it's like quoted here, and it's expressed as carcinoma and comma non-small cell lung cancer. It's not expressed in the usual way, right? This is so-called mesh term. So what is mesh term? The full name is medical subject headings. Okay, they are standardized keywords to provide information on the content of the articles. Mesh terms, they are assigned manually by indexers of the library of, for example, of the PubMed, the National Library of Medicine, the PubMed. Okay, so the staff, they will manually assign a mesh term to each article indexed in the PubMed. So you can see it's kind of subjective, right? So that means these people think that maybe this article or that article is belong to this category. Okay, so there could be some misclassification. Okay, why we use this term to search? Because maybe some papers, they may not mention these terms, NSCLC, non-small cell carcinoma, lung cancer, etc. They may not contain these terms in their searchable fields. Okay, so to make sure we don't miss important studies, to make our search broader, we will also use this one, which is an established category, right? So now we combine. Okay, how do we do the mesh term search? Here you need to select mesh term and enter this word, and the system will pop up a match term for you automatically, which is this one, carcinoma, common non-small cell lung cancer. And then you add the term to the box and click search. So this is the result for match term search. Okay, and then now we have completed 4 searches, right? Then we can combine these 4 searches using OR. That means if a paper contains any one of these, it will be identified. So that's why this search is conducted. Number 1 or number 2 or number 3 or number 5. Actually, it should be number 4, but somehow it is number 5 here. Okay, so the record is more than 60,000, right? That means there are more than 62,000 records containing at least one of the 4 terms or label in their searchable fields. Okay, and similarly, you can do the other searches. It's the usual thing. I'm not going to repeat. So one thing I want to highlight here is for randomized controlled trial, we also do this kind of search, publication type. So similar to match term, if we want to search the all the papers classified as randomized controlled trial or controlled clinical trial as publication type, you can do the search here. Okay, select the publication type and then enter randomized controlled trial and add this term to the query box and click search. Then you can complete the search. And finally, after you conduct all the 3 groups of terms, okay, now we have 3 groups, right? Then you can combine the 3 groups by using AND. So using AND here, we got 976 records. That means there are so many records simultaneously containing all the 3 groups of terms, right? So it contains the terms about non-small cell lung cancer and also the new drug, and also it's likely a randomized controlled trial, right? So there are nearly 1,000 records. And then we further limited the search to human studies, okay, because we don't want any animal studies, okay? How to do it? So you click this one, you click this 976 and go back to the results interface, okay? So this page shows the results, and then you click here on the left-hand side here, species, humans or other animals. You click humans, and then automatically the results limited to human studies will be shown here. So that means among the 976 records, 914 of them are actually human studies. So other, maybe they are the animal studies or others, I don't know, right?